But it's only just begun. By visiting this page, you have decided to play a game. In order to survive, you must save as I save. In turn, you will receive a clue to your salvation. Make your choice.
Shalom, my good Israelite brothers and sisters. This is AlphaHebrew back at you with another video. We're going to start this video off by giving all praises, glory, honor to Yahweh and his son Yahawashi, our Savior. One thing I want to get into today is our sisters, the image. And when I mean image, I'm just talking about how they portray themselves, how they conduct themselves out in the public. One thing that I have an issue with, the Most High, and they should also, is the wigs and the weave that they wear. That is not a custom of ours in a sense, like especially if you are of the Most High. That's not something we take part in. Now, when you think about the wig concept and the weave and stuff like that, it did start in Egypt, right? It did start in Egypt because that's what the Egyptian women used to do. And the Egyptian women were unholy women, according to the scriptures. Now, whatever you believe in, then, that's up to you. But we read out the Bible, we believe in the Most High, we are Hebrew Israelites. Even when they used to do it back then, the Egyptians used to cut their hair off and go bald, but they needed something to protect them from the sun, right? It didn't make any sense. They needed something to protect them from the sun, and they would do it because certain statuses that they would obtain within the Egyptian world, that Egypt empire. They didn't really do the long, they did, but they didn't. They used to have it like ear length, and that was like their thing. We see women in today's era, they have weaves and wigs, and it go all the way down, like their back and things like that. They're not even taking up those Egyptian customs. But even if they did, even if they say, look, I'm doing it because of the Egyptians, right? That's a false god. Those are false gods and false customs. And we shouldn't be doing it, especially the so-called black people here in America, aka Babylon. Then on top of the Egypt concept, there was that going on in the Roman Empire also. And these people, like these Roman people, it was the men and women, they would wear the wigs and things also. Like if the men were going bald, they would wear it. And for the women, they would do it for style and things like that. So there was this queen named Izmkeb. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the year 900 BC, she would wear those, huge wigs to the point where like people had to help her stand up and things like that. Like people were doing too much. So the women that do too much now, they have been doing too much even back then. It was, all that human hair. When you think about it, it's just disgusting. It's just nasty. And it's just demonic to me. And then when, you go to the first century, and this was in Greece, right? In Greek, it's a lot there, in Greek. And they would wear the wigs also, and it would be the women that were courtesans, and that definition is, female prostitutes. They would wear their hair also, and they would bleach it, and then they would use a lot of powder and things like that. They would get to the most blondest, whitest, color that they could, and it was just very, very, very weird. But they would do that to their own hair, So the women that were selling themselves, they would want to look certain ways. So this whole concept is it's ritual. It's a stronghold. Black women, they don't know why they do it. My sisters, they don't know why they do it, and they've never been taught these things, and nobody have ever done the research for them to properly get the overstanding of it. Now, there were the Roman women also. They would use the hair of their German captives. So there were people who they have, taken captive of, and they were cutting their hair and using their hair, and they had a bunch of it, because y'all know that, Esau and non-Israelites, they're very hairy people, so they didn't have an issue, and they had that many people at that time using their hair. So it was really, really bad. And just the blonde wigs, it was literally used for prostitutes. That's how you can identify, if this lady would want to do certain things, and if she wanted to have sexual intercourse for money, just like they do now. You look at these strippers. I know a lot of people be like, strippers are not bad people, and da-da-da-da. It does. Not every drug dealer is bad, but y'all don't promote it. Not every person that fight and have these violent actions are bad people. It's just circumstances, right? I don't think that that's something that you can validate. You can't validate, stripping and prostitution and selling yourself for money. You can't validate that, because you were born into this world without it. You was born without money, so nobody bought you. You was born without money, so you can't sell your soul and yourself for a coin. The currency, the money, that's just an illusion. You can't sell yourself for an illusion. It doesn't make sense. And there was this lady named Messalina. She was an empress or whatever you want to call her. And she would wear yellow wigs, and she would go around to brothels where they do this type of behavior. And, she would do what she did, whatever she was seeking, she would do that. But it's a certain look that they all had. And the sisters, they wonder why they have this like demonic stronghold, like this concept. It doesn't come from a good place. It doesn't come from a holy place. It doesn't come from the Most High. It comes from literally the devil. It comes from false worshipers. Even in China, they do this also. Now, China, they were, getting their hair taken too, when they were being invaded in a sense, and they had their thing going on. But China and India, places in India, they have these tombs and these places where they go and they go worship these false idols, and they would cut their hair off, or get other people hair and wigs and put them on for their false idols, and they would do that ritual devotion to them also. So none of this there's no positive connotation behind it. It's all negative, and the Most High does not approve of that. We're going to go into Proverbs 3 and 31. And it says, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." So this is for my sisters. Y'all are doing this blonde hair thing because y'all want to be like the European white woman, because you have been oppressed. You have been taken captive and taken advantage of and belittled. You were told you were, ugly for 400 years, nappy-headed for 400 years. You were told you wasn't good enough for 400 years. You were told you was not pretty for 400 years. You were, you were just told and over and over and over that how you look is not, you know, there's no royalty in a sense of how you dress and how you look. If you go back then, those ladies would try to suck their stomachs in and do all this other stuff and do all their hair and look certain ways. But if your hair was like this, you had no royalty. And the whole time you were the royalty. They just didn't tell you. You was just told that all the time. And even from our own brothers in this millennium, that's whatever you want to call it, in this, past 20 years, the black men also, even by your own sisters, they tell you, your hair is nappy, you're nappy, you need to comb your hair, you need to do this to your hair, and that's your hair, that's your natural hair. People was never supposed to tell you that about yourself. So we can't really be mad at you for it because you've been indoctrinated with that type of hatred, that type of subhuman mentality, those slurs and things like that. Now you just got to deprogram yourself. I seen a woman the other day. She did her natural hair. I believe she cut it off and grew it back, and she said she never felt better. And that made me very happy because even my wife, she, her hair is long, but she always did natural things. And even when her hair was falling short from, birth and things like that, her edges and all that, like she was getting, depressed about it. And I told her, hey, whatever God have for you, however he wants you to look, that's what we gonna go with. Her hair grew back, and but she just remembered how that felt because her hair was always long. But even herself, she's like, it's not that big of a deal. And she tries to get women to get back on that same page too, of just having your natural hair. My wife don't believe in perms. She don't believe in relaxers and things like that. She don't believe in chemical damage to the follicles, and she's been doing that before she even met me. So I can't even give you the last time that she have done it. Like, I think it was when she was a child or something. I don't even know if she's ever even done it before. I gotta ask her that. I don't think she's ever even done it. But I know every black, typically every black girl have, had, that chemical damage to their hair, and black men also. But we just have to get back to who we are. We're gonna go to Songs of Solomon, 1 and 5. And I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tent of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. So you are black, but you're comely. You're a good person. You're good. It's good to be black. You own that. You know what I mean? You own that. The Most High tell you to own that. Don't tell them that you're not good enough. Don't let them tell you you're not good enough. Don't tell them, you don't show them that. When y'all put these wigs on that look like the European white women, you're showing them that. You're showing them that you're not good enough. Don't let them see that. Don't let them feel that. You know what I mean? The Most High smited them. That's why your hair is like this. He smited them. That's why their hair go down. Yours grow up towards the sun, where the Most High is. That's why you're supposed to have hair like this. Your hair grow up, theirs go down. You are the special one. Which brings me to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You're special to the Most High. You're special to him above all that's on the face of the earth. My black sisters, my Hebrew Israelite sisters, y'all are special. Stop worrying about what people say about y'all. It doesn't matter what they say. They didn't make you. They didn't create you. They're trying to alter you. That's what y'all have to get. They're trying to alter you. Well, y'all should not want to look like your oppressor. Y'all should not want to look like the European woman. It's not even a good look. I see these ladies blonde, weave, they just be playing with it, and they just, It doesn't even match them. Why would you do that? You know, why? I never got that. I never got why would you want to have a blonde wig and look like them? You know, but now I know because I study this stuff. You know, so I get the psychoanalysis of it. You know, I get the false doctrine. You know, I get the social engineering, the pollution of the mind. I get it now. That's why I'm trying to deprogram all of my sisters and all the men also. The Most High made you perfect. The Most High made you perfect. That's why He wants you to protect your temple. We are damaging ourselves. We are changing our image. There's nothing wrong with you, period. There's nothing wrong with you. The next scripture we're going to get into is Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. The Most High said before He formed you in the womb, He knew you. He knew you. So you can't tell Him that you're not good enough. You can't show that. Before He even formed you in the womb, He knew you. That's why we have to do better by the Most High God. We have to do better. If I start going bald, my wife asked me this today. I said, hey, look, I'm just going to go bald because I'm not going to take a blade and cut it off. You're not supposed to take a blade and scalp yourself. I'm going to just wear it. I'm going to just wear it. My beard start falling out, I'm going to just own it. I'm going to hold on to that little patch. If I got a little patch right here, I'm going to hold on to it. You know? We just have to do better with ourselves. Brothers gotta, y'all gotta start telling these women they're beautiful. Y'all gotta start telling them that y'all don't need it, because if y'all accept it, they will keep doing it. We don't want it. We don't like blonde wigs. We know that the black women wear the blonde wigs because you have these coons and these sellouts and these jakes that want to be with their oppressor, the European woman. So of course she's going to want to look like her to get the, validation from her brother, from the black man. I definitely get it. I definitely get it. But you are beautiful the way you are. You wear your nappy hair, your so-called nappy hair, that's wool. You wear your afros, you wear your hair wild. You don't have to look like them. Stop. You don't even have to flat iron. Stop flat iron. Stop doing the chemical treatment and stuff like that to get your hair to look a certain way. Your hair is not supposed to look like that. Why do you think you have to go through all these extreme measures for your hair to look like that? Because it's not naturally like that. It's not naturally like that. I love my sisters. I love my wife when her hair is wild and her hair is doing what it's supposed to do naturally. I love it. I love it. But they told you it was wrong. They told you it was ugly. They told you, unkempt. They told you you look like a beast. They told you you look wild. I get it. And they also told you that Jesus was white. Name ain't Jesus, it's Yahawashi, and He's black. Now come back to the truth. But if y'all enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check my other channel out, AlphaHebrew Elect. It's going to be, in the descriptions below. Follow me on Instagram. Do a lot of teaching there. And y'all keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Make sure y'all bear the Most High. And then y'all stand together also in building. And we're going to keep rocking to the end, man. We have to endure to the end. This is, your boy, AlphaHebrew. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.